Hello everyone, welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Katie, and today we are doing another round of TBR Around the World. A little bit of a change of shirt because I'm filming this on another day, but yeah. So this is the wrap up of last month to see if I finished my TBR, if I can add any of the shell tokens to my book money jar. So for TBR Star Jar, we ended up getting, not this giant book, but just one part of this book. We got Journey to the Center of the Earth by Jules Verne, which I did end up reading. And then for female author, we got When Stars Rain Down by Angela Jackson Brown, and I did read that one. For Libby, for the prompt Libby, which is any book off of Libby, I got The Seven Dials Mystery by Agatha Christie, and I did finish that one. And then Set in Another Country, I read Daughter of Rome by Tessa Afshar, and I did end up finishing this one. And then the last prompt was Family Vacation, and that was Alone in the Woods by Rebecca Behrens, and unfortunately I ended up DNFing that one. It just wasn't for me. I think I got about 50 pages in and I just wasn't into it. It was nearing the end of the month and like I didn't feel it. I didn't like it and I was like, no, that's okay. It just wasn't for me and we're gonna skip that. It doesn't count for or against if it's a DNF. Okay, so my money jar. So I had two books that I had to finish the month before that I ended up not getting to because I ended up getting sick. So that was The Princess by Lori Wick, as well as Unspoken, I believe, by Angela Hunt. So I do have to take out two from my regular jar from last month. So two. So I ended up leaving 6 in my money jar. But and then I have to put the 2, still smells like tea in here, 2 into my other jar, which is for donations to whatever I want to donate to at the end of the year. So 2 for my donation jar, since I didn't finish those 2 books. And I actually ended up spending 5 out of my 6 tokens this past month, which isn't that bad actually, but I did earn 4 for this month. So there are a couple of library book sales that I want to go to this month, at least one. But they do have bag sales, so if I'm $1 over, I'm not going to punish myself. But this is kind of like a guideline of I can't spend too much over this. So, but I did good. I only spent as much as I had. On to our rolls. All right, everyone, here is our board. If you missed the first video with all the instructions and directions, I will link the playlist down below in the description box for you all so you can enjoy those videos. Today I will be using Dale. Apparently he looks like he just escaped jail because he's got like this little black and white striped shirt and a golden nut. So there it is. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and mix our cards because I like to do it on camera so you all know I don't cheat. Although I wouldn't anyways, even if I didn't show you. So let me go ahead and mix these up. All right, roll number 1. Can't see that, but we got a 4. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the globes mean I have to spin the wheel of prompts on my phone app and we'll see what prompt we get. So for roll number 1, it re-rolled a 4, which gave us a globe. So that is the prompts on the wheel. I probably will put them on the side. Yeah, probably this side. So I spun the wheel and it landed on romance. So for this prompt, I'm going to be reading my Christian Book Club's buddy read for June, which is Beyond the Tides by Liz Johnson. Yeah, I can't even read my own handwriting. Beyond the Tides by Liz Johnson. This is kind of just a summary feel book, and I did not read the description. I like to go into them not knowing anything. I don't know. It's just, yeah, I'm kind of excited to see where this goes, and I love the cover. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. Anything with water on the cover, I'm all here for it. I love the water. But so yeah, this is the book I'm choosing. I don't know anything about it. I kind of want to go into it not knowing anything. So I'm sorry I can't tell you anything about it, but that's what I'm going to read for that prompt. All right, roll number 2. Ooh, a nice big number, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ooh, we're hitting all of the rare prompts because we normally hit a ton of clouds. So this is nice. This is nice. Okay, so the passport is a friend pick. And I actually have a wheel for this as well. So this can be I believe I have a YouTuber friend pick. I have a dad pick, mom pick, one of my, like, not necessarily real life, but yeah, people who I'm not friends with online. So, or yeah, some of them can be online. I don't have a lot of friends in person, so it's good to have online friends. So online friends, and I think those are all the prompts. So let's go ahead and spin that wheel and see who gets to pick a book. All right, so for roll number 2, we rolled an 11, and it landed on friend pick. So I spun the wheel, and Mom got chosen as my pick. So I will insert a clip of her picking right here. Okay, Mom, you're on camera.
Already?
Pick a book for me.
Oh, wow. What, did you say already who I was or what I was and why?
It's Mom. Yeah. Well, yeah, I probably will. That's Mom.
Okay.
She's picking a book. I've already read that one.
Oh, sure. Now you're going to start with that. I read that one too.
I've read that one and that one.
Okay, that one's a maybe, so I'll keep out the maybes. That's like a good pie to make, but we're trying to eat healthier.
Yeah.
Did we read this one before?
No, that's the one you picked out for me.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Maybe we'll do this one because I picked it out for you. Okay, I'll do this one because I picked it out.
Okay, that's what she's picking. The
Nice
Swallow's Flight by Hilary McKay. Okay, thanks, Mom.
You're welcome. Bye.
And she ended up picking The Swallow's Flight by Hilary McKay. Yes, this is the one she chose for me when Barnes & Noble was having their big 50% off hardcover sale. And this is the one she actually picked out for me as we were shopping. And I'm excited. So I believe it's World War II. And it says, let's see, 4 ordinary kids connected by extraordinary times. Eric and Hans admire swallows over the rooftops of Berlin, best friends filled with plans for their future. Eric will run their beloved zoo, and Hans will serve pastries right outside its gates. They never expect that one day they will be flying above England, risking their lives in a war they both detest. So, I'm excited. This cover is absolutely gorgeous. I love it. And, yeah, I think I've heard another YouTuber talk about this book. I can't remember if they were going to read it or they did. I can't remember. But anyway, so I think Mom liked it just because of the cover. It is a beautiful cover. So yeah, that's the one my mom chose. I'm excited to read it. I don't know where to put it right now. I'll just put it up there. Okay, so on to the next roll. All right, roll number 3. We have a 9. It's another big number. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're hitting all of a whole bunch of fun prompts this month. I'm loving it. All right, so the suitcase is TBR Star Jar. So I don't get a choice. The TBR Star Jar is just a random book from my jar of my owned books on my TBR. So let's go see what we get. So for roll number 3, we rolled a 9. I keep wanting to say spin. We rolled a 9 and we got TBR Star Jar, which is my tea container, and it's filled with origami stars that I made. And this is not everything on my bookshelves because I haven't updated, but it is most of them. There's a lot in here. There's like probably between 250 and 300 stars. So we're just going to pick one. I'm just going to pick out a couple, to see what colors there are. Colors don't have any meaning, but they're just fun. Okay, so I have a few. I don't know. I'm leaning toward a stripe, just because there's like a ton of stripes. This one. Okay, so this is the one. It might take me a while to open this, so I might have to fast forward through it. Okay, so it ended up being The Chalk Man by C.J. Tudor. I don't know what that book is. I'm gonna have to look that up because that does not ring a bell. All right, so the one that came up was The Chalk Man by C.J. Tudor, and this is a secular fiction kind of horror book. So I did kind of do a flip through of it, and it doesn't seem like something that I would enjoy reading. I think I got this at Ollie's, I think, so it was only like $1.99. I flipped through, and it seemed like it had some swearing in it, and I was like, you know what? No. But honestly, that's what the Star Jar is for. It's to pick books that I wouldn't normally pick, or ones that I have lying around that I probably should get rid of. So this helps me try to figure out if these are unclean or not. So we'll pick a different one from the Star Jar. Although I could have picked that one and just called it a DNF, but we'll just pick a different one. Okay. So that one's out, but that's okay. As I said, this TBR Star Jar is to help me get rid of books that I shouldn't have on my bookshelves, or I don't know if they're clean or not, because I don't like to keep books that aren't good and clean on my shelves. So let's do this one. Nice, pretty aqua one. All right, so I'm really happy with this choice. I don't normally put rereads, but I really wanted to read this book again, and apparently, I guess I meant to read it again, because I got Behind Closed Doors by B.A. Paris, and it's one of my favorite books. It's on my favorite list, so let me go grab that. So, Behind Closed Doors by B.A. Paris. This is secular fiction, but is one of my absolute favorite books. I don't believe there's honestly even any swearing in here. Like, I don't even remember there being one swear word in this, but I really love this book. This is actually B.A. Paris's first book. I've read all of her books and only didn't like one really, so but this one's good. So a little bit of a trigger warning. There is psychological abuse in here with a husband and wife, so if you're uncomfortable with that, skip this book, but the ending is worth it. I really, really like it. So I even remember kind of what it is. So Jack and Grace, they look like the perfect couple on the outside, but there's a lot of things going on behind closed doors. And so nobody really realizes what's going on, and there's just a lot of stuff that happens, but it is very clean from what I remember. Nothing physically goes on in this book, but it's just really good, and I'm excited to get back into this book. As I said, I don't normally put rereads in that jar, so apparently I really wanted to do a reread this year, and I'm happy about that. I'm not gonna lie. I needed a good thriller this month. I haven't read a thriller in a really long time. It's not super thriller. It's definitely more just psychological, but I'm really happy to get back into that book. All right, on to the next roll. All right, roll number 4. We have a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, we finally got a cloud, and it is a single cloud, so we just pick one from this first pile here. So our prompt is one word title. Okay, I think I have a couple of these on my TBR possibly. I can think of at least one, so there's one possibility. Okay, so that is our prompt. Let's go pick a book. All right, for roll number 4, we got a 7, and that was a single cloud prompt. I forgot to bring up my circle tokens. They're downstairs. But we ended up on one word title. And for that one, I'm going to choose Cress by Marissa Mayer. This is the 3rd book in the Lunar Chronicles series. I am finally going to be continuing this series. I've loved it so far. This is my first time through it, and I just love it. It's a secular YA sci-fi series that is based off of fairy tale princesses. So Cress, I believe, is about Rapunzel, as you can tell by the cover. But I'm excited to get back into this universe. It's been a lot of fun. There is cyborgs, and even if you don't like sci-fi, it's really good. I think I know people who don't enjoy sci-fi, but they've liked this series quite a bit. So yeah, I highly recommend this series. It's been really clean so far, and I'm excited to continue with it. Roll number 5. The only thing we can't roll is a 3 because we'll have to go back. Oh, 5. Woo! Apparently I thought I'd go around this way, but I go around that way. So we're still missing the rainbow, but I don't think we have a chance to get it, so that's good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the passport. So we get another friend pick. All right, let's go see who's going to pick our book. Roll number 5, we rolled a 5, and that landed us on Passport, which was another friend pick. So I spun the wheel, and the wheel landed on Facebook group. So I'm in a lot of different book groups, so I just picked one that I usually pretty active in. So I picked it, and I had 3 books on there. Beyond the Tides by Liz Johnson, which was the buddy read, but I ended up picking it for another prompt anyways. Ogre Enchanted by Gail Carson Levine, which is the prequel to Ella Enchanted. And then the third one was The Lost Apothecary by Sarah Penner. And I had a feeling that one was going to win. I'm like, oh, it's probably going to win just because it's the most popular book. So it did. And this is just kind of a mystery, not really a thriller, but it's about a woman who is dual timeline. And in the past, she runs an apothecary, and I guess she makes poisons for women who have husbands that they have problems with. And yeah, so there's that. And I don't really want to know too much anymore going into it. It's a fairly short book, so I'm buddy reading it with a couple of friends of mine in is it a different group? Yeah, a different book group. But yeah, so we're buddy reading that together. I hope it's good. Yeah, so that's that one. All right, roll number 6. Yeah, that's right. Oops, can't see, but it was an 8. Oh, thank goodness we don't hit a rainbow this month. Yeah, rainbow means slide down, and we would have 2 books. So thankfully we passed a rainbow. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, we hit the last prompt, which is an airplane. And it's just one of these prompts, which all of these have cute little airplanes on them. So cute. Okay, so these are all travel type prompts. And so let's see what we have. We have character you would bring on a trip with you. Oh, that's pretty easy, I think. Okay, so this can be anything. Probably not a murder mystery. Although unless they're really good at solving it, then yeah, that'd be great. But yeah, so character you would bring on a trip with you. All right, so my TBR didn't end up too badly. Only 6 books this month. That's not bad at all. And yeah, so I feel very blessed that this month wasn't hard, especially since all of the book stuff last month with the readathon and stuff. So let's go pick our final book now. Then for the last roll, we rolled an 8, which was our final travel prompt. And for that one, it gave us the prompt, a character who you would bring on a trip with you. So for this one, I might be cheating a little bit. Well, I mean, any book, you really don't know what the characters are like. So yeah, I'm not cheating. But I'm going to choose the last book in the Lunar Chronicle series, which is Winter by Marissa Mayer. This book is a monster. It's over 800 pages long. I'm listening to it on audio. There's no way I can do the physical book. I've been listening to them on audio anyways. I've been enjoying them that way. But yeah, so this is the final book. I think this is a Snow White retelling. I'm not sure. But I don't really want to read the backs because I don't know if it's going to spoil the book for me or not because I've read the previous books. So, but yeah, again, really enjoying this series. I'll do hopefully a wrap up of those books coming up at the end of this month because I'll be finally done. I'm excited. So I kind of wanted to squeeze both of these books in. Pretty much all these characters you could really use while on a vacation. I mean, like, they're great at finding their way out of situations. They're great at locating the places they need to go. So I think they'd be really good at helping me on a trip. So that's why I'm choosing them. Okay, so that was my TBR. I can show you a couple of the books. I don't have the physical books of a few, and I don't know where my little chronicles are. I own them. I just don't know where they are. Okay, anyways, so those are the 2 physical books, and then the rest are around somewhere or I'll get from the library. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe down below. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I will see you all in the next video.